Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thought I would do a little bit of a different start because I feel like all my vlogs just start in my yard and it's not that big a yard, so I can't really make the backdrop any different, but you guys probably haven't even thought anything of it, but I was just conscious. And we're out riding in the sunshine after having a load of rain last night. Look at the puddles. It's so silly, but look. Puddles. We had a lot of rain last night. Like tanks are all filled to the brim again and the ground has gone a bit softer and it's come in like quite nice bursts, so I feel like it's given like the ground time to absorb it as well. And I think we have got some more coming over the weekend as well, so yay, because I feel like my fields are pretty bare, which I think probably most people in the UK are feeling like as well at the minute. I actually had to put some haylage out for the horses last night and they like gobbled it straight from like me putting it out was straight to it. So yeah, anyways, enough about the weather and enough about how happy I am to see puddles. Welcome to an eventing vlog. So I have finished work for the week, for the day, for the week, and it will be the case of getting everything loaded up. We are heading to Chard, which we have been to before a couple of times. It was actually where Addie and I did our first 100. I think that was 2 years ago actually, which seemed absolutely bonkers that was 2 years ago. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say about it now is that we're actually in the 90 for the first time this year actually, which feels a little bit crazy. And you're probably thinking why, maybe, I don't know. But I feel like we need to just take a little step back, have a little reset, and I want to go out and really enjoy it. I don't want like to be pushing out like 100 cross country. I feel fine about, but the show jumping, we obviously had that full at Pendarvis in the meter at BS, and I haven't been able to get out anywhere since. And I'll be honest, I only entered because I knew the rain was coming, and Chard has also had the rain as well, which is fabulous. And it was a very last minute entry, and obviously I haven't gotten anywhere to do any other rounds of show jumps, so I just thought I'm going to just enter 90. Why not? Just go and have a bit of fun, not make Addie feel like it's overfacing or me. I feel like I've perhaps just lost that little bit of confidence. I don't know. But anyways, that is what we're doing. And I don't ever think it should look as a negative or a bad thing to recognise when you just need to, like I say, just have that little step back. Just go round, have nice fun. She has done hundreds all this year, except for badminton actually. Badminton was a 90, but I'd say it's probably more like 100. But actually, let's just go out and just enjoy it, and hopefully, I mean, I don't think any event you would class as easy, but hopefully it'll feel easier for Addie, and just reinstill some of that confidence. So that is the reason I am doing it. So we're starting off by just getting out for a hack. We had the demo that you would have seen in a vlog that would have gone live a few days ago. So we had a really good jump there, and then I went up and went through our test up in the field yesterday, and she was a good girl, really, really good. Just struggling a bit to get her to unlock to bend to the left, but anyhow, that's just a little thing that we need to work on a bit more on the suppleness. But other than that, I just thought we'll go for a nice easy hack today, aren't we? He's a very happy pony, aren't you? And then we will be heading off tomorrow. So we're up and back in a day. Christopher is coming with us, and my dressage is at 11:44. So I haven't quite worked out the timings of what time we're leaving. I'm going to guess it's going to be around 6, so nothing hideous. And I think we probably will be back around maybe 6, 7. So again, not hideous either. Quite nice times actually being in the middle of the day. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And I just feel with doing the 90, I just feel like that little bit of pressure is taken off ever so slightly. So I feel like it was a really good good call, and hopefully we will have, and we are going to have a very fun and successful day tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we might be even cross-countrying in the rain when I looked at the forecast, which again, I think that might be the first time this year. It's going to feel a little bit strange, but yeah, we will get back, get the car loaded up, get everything done tonight. We'll get Addie platted. She can go out for the evening, and yeah, just the norm basically. I'm aware I've probably done quite a lot of eventing vlogs, so you are all fully aware of what I do to get ready. But I just thought I would start it whilst behind Addie's ears on a nice little hack. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I feel like these paths are quite sheltered. But yeah, let's go eventing, or let's get ready for eventing first, shall we? Oh, and a tree. One stage of the getting ready done. Addie is all platted up. And now it's time to load all the stuff into the back of the car, but the ponies have gone out, so that was my main concern. Put them out. Addie's looking for apples under that tree. They haven't been down in this field for a little while. But they've both got rugs on because I don't quite know what the weather is going to be doing this evening. I have had a look, but I think there might be the chance of an odd shower or two, so have just put their lightweight turnouts on. Something over there keeps like scaring her. She keeps eating the apples and then running back to Sprite and back to the hay piles that I put out for them. All right, you okay? So yeah, and I've also washed all of her legs off, just so that then, yeah, they're nice and clean. Her white on her leg was, yeah, quite dirty, and I've also washed her tail as well. So that is all her ticked off. Now when I look in here, I'm a bit like, oh, look at all the mess. But I've just like kept things out, like I've got to clean my boots, but then I had her boots as well. They're already clean, but I didn't want to lose them in any other piles. So it's just a case of doing the usual, getting everything packed away. I think I will be potentially needing this tomorrow. This will be coming, so that I haven't worn this yet because I've not actually needed to, but this is the Cavello like white, really super lightweight jacket. You can see I haven't worn it yet because it's still got the tags on it. I've purposely left that because I thought it's like white. I think it looks really, really smart, but I thought that would be perfect. We've got a nice little spider crawling up a bit, which I am going to drop it down there. Well, hopefully it's not going to get dirty, because Emily doesn't like spiders. I didn't scream though, that was quite good. I just think it will look really smart when you're at a competition, but as I say, I just haven't needed it yet. I haven't ridden anywhere in the rain, but it's super lightweight, so it's not going to make you too hot. And as I say, it's going to look smart. And I think, maybe not fully, but you probably will be able to see my number through that. Maybe just about. So anyway, that might actually get its first use tomorrow, so that can be packed. But yeah, we'll just get everything loaded up and in the car and print my number. That's something that I need to not forget.
I am made to be free. And myself only. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've always put my feet wherever I want to. Before I saw who I could be, kept thinking, where did I go wrong? Then realizing where I do come from was asking how
best not actually do the code whilst I've got the camera towards me. Wow, perhaps I should start this again. Anyways, we are down here. Ponies have come up, I've just heard them. It is absolutely pitch black. I don't think I quite anticipated it being this dark, but we are at the end of August now, aren't we? And somebody did send me something the other day and was like, it's been the last time that the sun will set at 8 PM until March next year, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know why I'm unlocking the text because I think I've got everything. But always good to have a little look around. Let's get their feed bowls because I cleaned them out last night. But yeah, I've got the song stuck in my head. We like to party. We like to party. Something like that. Emily can't sing at all. And she also had a shower last night. Threw her hair back in a bun. Openly admit I didn't even brush it. Good morning. There's one Spritey. Where's Addie? Oh, she's coming this way. Hiya. You okay? Hi. Oh, good girl. We going eventing? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to grab them their breakfast and then do all the usual shebang. Left the ice globes there so that I remembered them in the freezer. And my swim bags ready to fill them up at the same time. So we'll get them their dinner, bring them in. Get them their dinner. Emily, wow, put your brain engaged. We'll get them their breakfast. And then, yeah, like I say, do the normal. Hitch up. And then go and pick Christopher up. I have just set 3 alarms on his phone for him. And yeah, I don't think there's really much else to report. Happy munching. And a quick little rug change for Addie. She is good to go, aren't you? Oh, I hate these things. Go up in your eyes, don't they? I've just been pulling it down, but can't risk those plaits. And she's all good to go. Grab what I need to, so I always fill up 1 swim bag full of chaff, and then another that is the Spillers Perform and Restore, so that she can have that as almost like recovery mash basically for when she is finished. Chaff is before we begin. Oh, I can't do this now, so yeah, we'll pop this in the car and then hitch up, fill up a nice big hay net for her. Quite nice when you get everything done the night before, and then it just makes the mornings so much easier, and it all works out timing wise, like what, yeah, got my routine down basically. Into the darkness we go. Wow, well, the rain is here. We have not had the best of drives up. Could have been a lot worse, but we had to have a little emergency change of wheels because the other tyre yeah, just kind of obliterated. I'm so glad you were here because I wouldn't think I could do it, but thankfully Addie is all okay. We managed to get it done. We went to a tyre place, they had a tyre, but the guy checked over what we'd done and checked the spare tyre and said you're okay with that. So we are all good on that front. So now it's a case of absolutely having to rush around this cross-country course. We're about half an hour behind time, so whether we might have to sacrifice a tail plough or something like that. But it's not happy. Nice jacket though. And this is the first time that I've properly worn this, so it'll keep me nice and dry. We can go straight across and watch that discovery coming. There we go. Go out and walk this course. Woo! See what we have got in store for us. Out the start box. Number 1. So we are following orange carrots today, which feels a little bit weird, but even more so I think after our start to the day. I'm even more pleased now. I had 2 options of walking the show jumping course. I could either walk it now or walk it straight after my dressage test, so I'm going to do it straight after my dressage test. And something else that's really good here is that you don't need to stud. I only need to stud for cross country. You don't need to stud for dressage and show jumping because it is on a surface. So another thing that I will save time on with that as well. I've got more of a gap between dressage and show jumping than I have between show jumping and cross country, and because she'll then have boots on, and I mean I only put studs in the outside of her hooves anyway, I will probably do them in between dressage and show jumping because you can still go on a surface with studs, for anyone who doesn't know, because like when you go competing and do dressage on grass you'd obviously want to put studs in. Then jumping can sometimes be on a surface, and then obviously cross country, but you don't need to sort of take them in or out, which is something that I remember asking Kerry Ann many moons ago, like, oh, you got to take them out and put them back in again, but you don't, just in case you were wondering. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be out of breath walking this. Power walk is on. But I've got these lovely boots on. Look at these from Mountain Horse. They are lovely, super comfortable and really good ankle support, which for me is very important because I've got rather weak ankles, and I often find, and they're quite skinny, so I find that they quite often have like big gapes around them, but it's got really nice padding around the back, which is nice. I will put the name on screen. I want to say that they are called like the river boot, something like that. But we are already at fence 2. Boom boom, nice little pheasant feeder coming between the novice and the 100. And we've got Equireel cameras all set up to capture everybody all day. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm so out of breath talking and powering. Power walking is hard work. And I think I've got quite a lot of rain on the lens at the moment. Fence number 2. 3. I was about to say that this camera is looking very steamed up. It's not looking the best of quality. That's what I was thinking about. Fence 4. So it's hanging out of that and then taking a right. And then we've got quite a few actually in very quick concession along here. 4, 5, 6, A and B. And I think I can see 7 in the distance too. So this is all quite quick concession to have a lot of fences. Number 5. Need to make sure that we get down to the left a little bit so that we've actually got B in our sights. And then it's a nice straight line.
To the left, then you're jumping uphill harder.
No, you just drop down to the left and then you've got a straight line from here to B. Because you look where you've come from. What I mean is look where your fence 5 is. You've had to drop down to naturally get to your line, but you wouldn't necessarily think that, but you've got to think that. That's nice. Oh no, I thought I could see 7 with the flags there, but that's actually on the way back. So down the hill.
Down the left.
Stop taking the neck out of me. So quite a downhill. And then make sure that we get onto a line, don't cut this corner. And pop
Not
over.
a very nice approach, that.
It's very much on the camber of the hill, isn't it? But a nice little fence.
Yeah, you a big camber.
Big word for me.
All like the car driving tyres today, aren't we? Camber, blowout.
Again, coming out the gateway and going down the hill even more to get to fence 8. Skinny brush, these always jump really nicely.
They always look really big, don't they?
But they jump lovely. And not too wide either, that one's quite nice. I was saying in the other years they've had where the novice one is on the camber of the hill, they've had the 100 before. But yeah, you get down, you get a nice straight line, and then again just got the camber of the hill that you've got to take into place. But other than that, it's nice. Oh, and this looks new. There hasn't ever been a step here before. So we've now got a 9A and then a little drop off. 9A. Guys, I've got FOMO. The 100's got a C element. We're going for confidence today. That is the aim of today. And pop off of that. Decent step down actually. Somebody played football last night and I got sore legs.
90 minutes.
And then you're coming and running around a cross-country course. Isn't it exciting for you?
Good recovery.
Yeah. Fence 10. Inviting little house. It's slightly on the angle, so just got to make sure that you come up and jump that straight, but it's nice and wide, which is good.
Get a run out on that. And...
Don't say it, Christopher.
It's the size of a house.
11. Nice. And another combination up ahead for fence 12. 12A, I think we're going to be jumping it just left of centre, so left of the door. so that we can get a nice straight line to our corner before we make our way up the hill. Cameras never show quite how steep hills are, but that is fairly steep. Always remember that hill. Nice little corner to come out, nice and inviting, good ground line. Pop over that, little pop over that. But as you've come to the top of the hill, although we're not still quite at the top of the hill, but just make sure that they have a little breath, fill their lungs back up. 14A and B, so we've come into the little wooded area. Don't think we need to worry about that the sun is coming out today. I don't think that that is on the forecast at all. So the light doesn't change drastically, but that is something that you've obviously got to be conscious of. If it was bright and sunny, because you're suddenly going from light to dark, and then we got like a little pimple to pop out on the way out. But yeah, nice straight line, nice curving, and then just out on that, that's kind of your exit anyway, so pop out over that one. We're getting to the end part of the course, I believe. 15, little Tricana. It's quite interesting actually, because Jane, who I had the lesson with, oh crikey, I should concentrate before doing that, I had the lesson with, and she was saying like, never mind, that was in the later session when she was talking about jump offs, and it's like, even if you are cutting something and making the angle, you just got to make sure that you stay on your straight line. And that top rail, or quite big roll top basically covering that ditch, is on an angle, but you still need to jump it straight. So don't take out the fact that it's on an angle, just jump the middle part and in a nice straight line. But it's in the hedgerow, hides up. And then this is on to, I believe, a new water complex, which I don't know whether this was here last year or not. I didn't end up coming here last year. I can't think why I didn't. Or did I come? No, I did come last year, but we withdrew before the cross country. Didn't need to think about that today. But the water wasn't here then. I feel like there has been another one. Sometimes they hold two. Was there another one earlier in the year and I couldn't make it? But yeah, this is nice. Quite a big water complex actually. In the water. And then out to B over there. But you've actually got, this is quite nice, where they've placed the flags. Like if your horse is a bit wary of water, you've got plenty of time to get in there, but it does look quite deep actually, so I can't obviously go in it, I haven't got tall boots on, but don't come in that with too much pace like Emily can do into water. Come in nice and steady. There is a bit of a downhill. Crikey, this is actually quite a bit of a camber. And get a nice straight line out to your B element. Make sure she knows which one we're jumping as well, because there is a few here as she's coming out, but make sure her eyes are locked onto that and pop up and over. Penultimate fence, number 17. Up and over that one. And then onto the iconic final fence at Chard that they have, Chard B 2025, written in carrots. Up and over that one, and you haven't got very long at all until your finish line, so yeah, there isn't much time that you're able to do a very steady, slow, collected canter. You need to make sure that you're doing that along here if that's what you need to do. And I have got to be conscious that it is obviously 90 speed when I go out, not 100. So we'll need to go wide in places and be a little bit more mindful of that time.
It's like a short course.
Short course? Yeah, but it's quite up and downy.
Yeah.
That would take time away and give them a bit of time and all, but like Chris just said, I need to come out and ride it just as attackingly as I do in the 100 and be on it. And the aim is to just go out there and, well, Chris said foot perfect, but I don't believe perfect is a word that actually exists, but to go out there and ride it as best as we can and hopefully be as smooth as it can.
Aim for perfection, achieve greatness.
Alright, that's the motto of today. Oh my goodness. It's just rather wet again, it's coming in wet. Oh my goodness. I know we wanted rain, but it is absolutely disgusting. First time wearing this coat, and I have to say I'm loving it. I'm lovely and dry underneath, but it's nice for this because it's still warm. You don't need loads of layers on, but you just need to be protected from that rain, because otherwise your face looks like how my face looks right now. But we have done really well for time, so it's now literally 10:32. So, oh, my watch is still thinking I'm doing a walk because I do set that off, but I don't think I'll be able to turn it off because my hand is so wet. Not doing too bad for time. Want to be on in an hour, so I have got time to do the tail. I'm going to whip and do that as quick as I can now. Like I said, studs don't need to go in, so that's one less thing. Get Chris to do my number when I get there. When he gets back, he's gone down to get some more food. We did stop for food as well on the way up, so we'll do that. And I'm going to try and do as much as I possibly can in the trailer so that Addie doesn't have to stand out in the rain, but we have got a waterproof sheet with us as well, so she can hide under that when she is stood at the trailer. But try and limit that as much as I can. I feel like every time I'm at Chard it rains. I feel like it's Chard. It always does. I think you're quite high up. But yeah, feeling better now. Glad I've got the course walked. I was thinking I might have had to run it in between dressage and show jumping. But I don't. It's all done. It's in my head. Course is looking nice, exactly what we want, to go out there and enjoy it. Show jumping I'll walk straight after my dressage test, so yeah, just bumble on now and get ready for dressage and keep the calm, relaxed vibes going. We actually had quite a lot of time to go around the arena, which suits us perfectly. But we then entered down our centre line and we had a really nice straight entry for a 7.5. And I don't know whether you would have noticed or not. I didn't, and I was the one that was riding. But I actually forgot to put my spurs on. And it, just to say, it wasn't intentional. Yeah, and I didn't really notice that much either. Just there was a couple bits in the test that I thought, oh, she's not really responding much. I need a little bit more, but didn't quite realise that it wasn't because I had studs on. But we started well, so we changed the rein, another 7.5. She did that nice, and then here she did the nice change of bend, and then just there she went to have a little spook with me, but she recovered really quickly for her. Like sometimes she can get her knickers proper in a twist. So as the judge marked us a 7 for the first half and then a 6.5 slight tension after X, which is fair enough. We had a nice transition up into left canter, which got us a 7 and onto a 20-metre circle. Again, I could feel that she was getting a little bit tense just around that corner by B, I think it is. Yeah, she just, something there just was a little bit spooky-fied for her. So the judge said that we were a little tight over the back, but we still did get a 7. Then transition to our trot was again 7, but could just be more through. And then we're just repeating, doing the 2 half 20-metre circles, which we again consistently scored a 7 for both. Further confidence to connection, which I don't think I've ever had that before, but I think that is a fair comment. Again, a nice transition up into canter, and she relaxed going past B there, which was much nicer. And again, we scored a 7 for the transition and then a 6.5 just here. Typical coming this way, and as the horse went, but she just went again a bit above the bit. So we'd gone past it nicely once, but just unfortunately that next time past B, she was just a little bit tense. Then so the transition to trot was a 7, then the medium walk here, 5.5, small loss of rhythm, which is, yeah, fair enough. And this is just where I just felt tension really came up for us here. Like sometimes she can do a really lovely free walk, really want to take the rein down, but she wasn't really wanting to stretch at all. She did a little bit again once we got past that sort of that little corner in front of B. So we scored a 6.5, more through the back and stretched down for the connection. But it did develop, so I think that is very fair. Then here, this is walking onto the centre line. Judge just said that we were tentative in our steps, 6.5, and then working trot, final line was not very good. She was very cautious to the right. She did halt and actually finish square, but as you see, she just stepped back, which was a shame. But overall, I was really, really pleased, especially in those winds and the weather. Back from dressage, just put her in because it has started to come in raining again. So I thought, get her in. We've got a little bit of a wait between, so I'm actually going to go down. I've been meaning to get my new Insight Champion helmet tagged, so I'm going to go down and get it tagged. I haven't been able to walk the course. There was a lot still to go that were in the warm-up when I was down there, so I might just ponder down and there might be a course walk in a second. So 2 birds, 1 stone. The test was mediocre, if I'm completely honest. We went in a little bit early and I'm a bit like, oh, should I have like been more stick to my ground? But I did have a little walk and then another little trot, and I thought, no, we're okay, we're all good. And I had a nice amount of time to go around the arena, which was good. But just a couple of moments where tension came in, and our final centre line and our walk actually, yeah, just lacked that bit of relaxation today. But it's quite high winds. Obviously it's been a bit of a stressful drive up, can't lie, it has been. And she would have obviously heard all that damage happen whilst being in the trailer. So yeah, just needed her to be a little bit more relaxed, but I don't even think more work would have done that. I think it's just that sort of her mindset for today, but that's absolutely fine. Now she's done a little bit, come back to the trailer, happy eating away again, aren't you? She should then be even better when we come out for the second phase. So yeah, overall, I mean, there's just not an awful lot in that test to do. Like, it's crazy because we did our first elementary last week and it just feels nuts, like the amount of stuff that was in that test and then compared to today's test. Like, you didn't even have any cantering across the diagonal or anything like that, which you tend to get in the 100 tests. So yeah, it just felt over really quickly, to be honest with you. But no, overall pleased. We held it together, we did everything when we needed to do it. Her counter transitions up were good, her first downward transition I thought was nice. Her half 20 only on the second of the, was it the first? Yeah, the first one that we did. She went to have a little bit of a spook, which was a bit of a shame because otherwise she had done the nice change of bend. But otherwise, no, I thought all shapes and everything like that was nice. Hopefully the judge agrees. As usual, don't find out my score, but to be honest, today I'm not overly that concerned to find it out. Chris did just have a look, but I don't know if it was up or not yet. So yeah. Oh, I left my car door open. Anyways, I'm not going to take the camera out and get it all soaking wet again. I'm going to go get my hat tagged and hopefully walk the show jumping. If even possible, I think the weather came in even worse, but I was really pleased with our warm-up. We took our time, it was a lot less rushed than our dressage warm-up, and I really feel that that paid off. Like, I took all the time to have a jump, then have a little walk round, make sure she was familiar with the environment. There was like pandas down in the far corner, and I knew that there was here that you can see just on the left there. And also before my round started, I had plenty of time to be able to sort of trot her in and around and see the course a little bit. So that really, really helps for Addie's mindset, I think. We got a lovely shot over fence 1. Then here we did get we went to quite a small canter, but it was nice and engaged. And we just popped over fence 2 nicely. Then came nicely for fence 3, pressed, and then sat up and waited, and we got the nice distance, the striding through 3 and 4. Then this line here is all quite quick, so you've got 5, and then you can see there I made sure that not to cut this corner. I wanted to get straight for the double, because straight after you can see here we have a dog leg to 7. So they all came up quite quick concession. she did a nice flying change after the double for 7, but here we didn't, so just came back to trot, made sure that we were balanced, pushed on the canter again, made sure we were nice and engaged. We got a nice shot over that, and then here, and again I felt like we all stayed together, but unfortunately she did just have that down with, I think, her back legs, but it was a shame because I feel like she didn't quite deserve it. And then we cleared over the final fence. So yeah, just the one down, but actually a super round, and was really pleased with how Addie went and how I rode. Just very quickly, I've just heard that they are calling people on the tannoy to get over to the collecting ring for cross country. Show jumping, disappointing to have that one pole, admittedly, but we set out what we wanted. We got round, she wasn't spooky, she jumped nicely. I'm pleased with how I rode around it as well. Just didn't quite pick your tootsies up, did you, over that fence 9? But other than that, she was good. With previous rounds that we've had recently, she was forward off my leg, she was going forward, and it was just nice, and I felt like I balanced, set things up. It was just unfortunate that one pole came down, but hey ho, our 4 foal-titus continues. But we are now all changed up, ready to go. Number needs to go on, actually, just realised that. And then we will get out on that cross-country course. Boom.
76 superbly over the brush palisade at 7 on Lordship's A Revelation, Sarah Ames. Last to go in this particular competition for the BE90 will be Emily Dobson on Silver Linings Aphrodite. For 75, away on the course. The first. Sarah Amos clear of the rail to the oak log 9A and B. As over the pheasant feeder. Clear of 16 then, Emily Dobson, Silver Linings Aphrodite. Through the tree line, turning to their right for the table at 17. Clear of that, run to the flower box, the Chard flower box at 18. Which they make light work of, nothing to add in terms of jumping.
So you've seen the snippets that Chris managed to get, although they were quite blurry because of the rain, but it is on to the cross-country filming experts at Equireel, so huge thank you as always to them for sending me my videos so that I get to watch it back and for you guys to also see. But she came out the start box as a keen bean. She was not put off by the weather or the rain or anything. She was ears pricked and keen for the job. So we had some really lovely jumps over the first couple. And then here, I think we got a little bit deep, but nothing bad. You can really see that the ground is churned up quite a bit. Then here, I didn't get down straight for this one at all. You almost needed to go past it to sort of come back up to it, but I saw my line, I knew I wasn't straight, but just rode it like straight on an angle. And she was really good and honest and knew where she was going. She knew to go between the flags, so she jumped that nicely. You can see there, I did my drop down to the left, and then popped through the double, and I can remember coming down this hill that all the wind and rain just literally hit you in the face. It was, really came in for our round. And then we come through this gateway, and again, cameras never quite show how steep it is, but I just wanted to make sure that we got nice and wide. We even had a few strides of trot, got on our line, picked up the canter, and then she popped over that one nice and easily. Then coming down here, she was actually, if I'm honest, I felt like a little bit lucky. Drops for Addie is probably one of her not so confident cross-country jumps, but she came off that. We just go in trot, just so that she has a little bit more time to sort of read and understand the question, and I always find that works really well for her, and it did there. As you saw, she took a bit of a flyer at the house. I definitely think there was another stride in there, Addie, and she does the same here with this house as well. Takes off quite far out, but I just sat up, stayed straight on the line, and actually she made the distance there nice and easy. We flew up the hill. She was really pulling me on this course, which was really nice and exactly what I wanted to feel, but I just needed to have a little bit more of a check and perhaps sit my body up a little bit better for that little one at the top of the hill. Flew over those ones, no problem. Again, over the trachena. absolutely flying and she was really loving life. I did come back and stay nice and steady through the water because it was fairly deep, and she came out over that roll top no problem. We got it now from another angle. It was quite steep going in as well, and I didn't want that to sort of go in like being on the forehand, then you hit the water, and I didn't want her to stumble, but I got her back nicely. And then we're coming to the last couple of fences, flew over that one, and then I knew that I was up on time here, so I thought I was going slow, but actually when you watch this, it's not going slow as what I perhaps felt that I was. But it was all good, and I kind of got to the point where I went, it doesn't really matter. As always, huge thank you to Enquiries for sending me through. It's always so valuable to watch.
Enjoy that?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I think we were too quick.
I think you enjoyed it a little bit too much.
We were really behind on time, and then when going up that steep hill, I was like, go on then. I should put my arms off the whole way down the hill. So then I was like, just go.
Don't really matter anyway, does it?
No, let's all keep over it. Yeah, no, but nice. She jumped everything nicely. Took a couple strides out, but she felt confident and she wasn't backing off anything, so that was really nice. And I think we did exactly what we wanted it to do today, of just having fun and enjoying it. That combination with the corner, she took a stride out going into it, and I was like, okay, just sit up and we'll just allow the stride to happen. And she was just staying straight. She knew there was a B element. It was very good, weren't you?
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, no, nice.
in terms of the
Hard work going it downhill because it was slippery as anything.
Yeah, I can imagine.
in section A,
And I was like, on one of the downhill, it was like the wind and rain just hit you in your face. And I'm like, we just need to sit up and pull. But no, I mean, you guys probably can't see much behind there either because it's probably covered in drips.
Standard.
Catherine
But yay, like I say, we achieved what we wanted to achieve today, so
36.4.
Happy days.
kind of regardless of the score, it was just to come out and do the 3 phases, and none of it should feel a challenge to her. That's what I wanted it just to feel all easy for her, so that she feels confident, and then the next time we go out she'll be like, oh yeah, this was really easy last time. I feel like I probably pushed her all year this year to keep up at 100. Then my show jumping, I've been trying to do 105s, and it was a sensible decision, and even more so with how we started with the tyre. I don't think I would have been jumping if that were going to meet her. So yeah, no, very good. She's happy, she felt great. Oh my goodness, everything is getting packed up in the car that is wet. I think we're going to be steaming up on the way home. But Addie is just having her recovery, so recovery mash. Loving it. She was getting right hands in the pants whilst it was soaking. She's like, I know it's there, I know it's ready. And then I've just popped her Ice 5 boots on and her Ionic rug on as well, which to be honest is getting quite wet, but I'll swap her over into a dry rug. But I feel like I need to openly admit I had to make a reel for Ice 5 boots the other day because these are the new and improved ones. I think I've mentioned them before, but I've been putting them on wrong. Firstly, the panel that's in the back is currently on. I don't know if I can get to it now. It's here. Ooh, it's there. Ooh. Focus camera, focus. Not going to focus, it's in there. The flat side should be flat against that. I was actually putting the bumps. And then also when you put it on, the Ice 5 should be down at the front of the legs. So like they are. I think that was all I was doing wrong, but kind of a couple of imperative things about putting them on. But never mind, I've learnt now. And I just felt like I needed to come on and in case anyone else. And then actually, where the on switch is on the back of the boots, which I don't think I showed. I've actually put that over the top of it, haven't I? Oh no, it's there, look. It's under there. Oh, again, not focusing. It is there, where my finger is. And then I can change it, so they've been on 2, I can now put them on to 3. And there's 3 different levels that you can put them on. So again, I can do that. Then I get attached in here. Honestly, you could not write today. You cannot write. I just got my hair stuck in her thing, and I thought if she moves now it's going to rip my hair out. I need to wipe this camera again. Another thing that I haven't said is Addie has managed to snap her bridle. I was just swapping over from a bridle to a head collar, and she decided to run away from me. Taking said bridle with her, standing on it, ripping it. So yeah, it's just
Great day.
one of those days. Oh my goodness, here this weather, we're gonna have to go really slow and steady on the way home. But yeah, finished packing up the final few bits, not much left to go. Get myself changed, get her loaded up in a dry rug, and then go down, pick up dressage seat, might get like a can or something, and we will make our way home. Oh my goodness, what a day. Love you, thanks for coming.
No.
I don't tell it.
You wouldn't be standing 90 minutes of rain for me.
I have, and I would. Yes, I would. It's not bad if you've got the...
I wouldn't expect you to.
Well, you are in shorts. Can we just say you are in shorts?
It's not cold though, it's just miserable, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, right.
Did your ass back.
Yeah, she's finished her food.
Oh,
Absolutely dying. Somebody should have taken off their shorts. Just sat in their boxes on the way home.
I don't care.
You just made me giggle. But yeah, right. Time to get home. We've picked up a meat feast pizza. There is a very, very good cafe and bar here at Chard. It's always been somewhere that I would have liked to, well, I will like to come and do a multi-day for BS. That is something that is on my bucket list, should I say? My aims. Maybe, I'd like to say over winter, but I can see how bleak it can be here. But maybe we'll pick a day, then it's nice. Addie is all happy and warm. Ice Fives has just come off. Let's get...
warm pizza on my legs.
Oh, good idea. Very good idea. To be honest, I actually think I might just end the vlog here now. We're going to get on our way home. Hopefully with no issues. Slow and steady wins the race, because it is not going to be a very nice drive in this wind. But I hope you guys have enjoyed following me along today. It's not been the best of days, but we've come out and achieved what we want to achieve, which is the main thing. We've had a nice, confident, giving run. That's all I can sort of say. The dressage actually isn't that bad. I've just read through the scores. We just lost it. She was scoring 7.5 for the entry and 7.5, and then it just deteriorated. And just as we said, she just wasn't quite relaxed. She's not been relaxed all day, to be fair. Around the trailer, nothing. I think it is high winds, like you can see it on the roofs over there. I don't know if you can or not, but you've probably heard it in all the video. You probably can't hear any of us, but it is very windy, and she's just not been her normal relaxed self around the trailer. She's been a little bit on edge, getting away from me there at the end as well. That's quite unlike her. So we've done it, we completed it. It could have gone completely different with the way that it actually started on the way up. Like, I could not have even made it here, but we did. Thank you to Chris for coming along. Getting soaking.
Car mechanic.
Car mechanic, yeah. I am so pleased that you're with me. If it was me and Mum, we would have been screwed. I didn't even know this car had a jack in it, and you found it. But anyways, right. Thank you, everybody, and hopefully it just reiterates us again that not everything goes swimmingly in eventing or horses, but we are all good. Nice, confident run, and we are
Was
gonna...
that a pun then, was it?
What? A pun?
Pun, yeah. Not everything goes swimmingly.
No, I didn't mean that like that, but yeah, anyways. I will see you all in the next video. Not quite sure what that is, but until then, I will see you all then. Bye!
Adios.
Adios.